Wait, I don't really need to text my test my mic. I can't.
He does that years ago.
Honestly?
He did that a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
The what?
You would like your English.
You
You'd
mix
have
up
to
the
repeat.
words.
You mix.
Oh
up the
yeah,
words.
yeah, yeah.
He did that a lot. He got better, but he did that a lot.
Yeah,
I try to forget
you know
words
what's
in English
funny?
now. It's the worst.
You know what's the worst part? Sometimes I forget with Spanish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does.
Yeah, but you need to be practicing both. Like you gotta.
I know. What's up, niños and niñas? How we doing today? Welcome back to the After Hour podcast. How we doing today? Yeah. Today I have my great co-host Danny,
Hello again.
and today possibly one of my oldest friends, Colton
That's
Joshi,
true.
which I'm trying to convince him to become the third host for the podcast.
But there's no guarantee.
There's no guarantee.
There's no guarantee.
Right
of
now,
that.
there's no guarantee.
I'd like to, but there's no guarantee.
But we're doing like 4 episodes together, so let's
You
see how that
will
works.
see me. It's gonna be like a
Yeah.
pop in every now and then.
Exactly.
Let's put it that way.
Yeah, let's put it that
You
way.
know.
Let's put it that way for now. And then behind the camera, like always, my second half that's always destroying me. Alex Ben. How you doing?
Awesome.
Destroying.
I'm destroying you. Wow.
Destroying.
Hello.
She's She's destroying me the inside out. From the inside out.
I mean, I just want you to do the right thing, okay?
That part.
She's
Like,
looking
that
out
part.
for you.
Sure.
We're not here to look out for you. She's doing awesome for that.
Oh my god. Whatever. Okay, before we start this podcast, I need to ask you this, Danny. Why the hell is your phone number, right? You have a voicemail in Japanese.
Wait, just one. Like the main.
I'm
voicemail?
screaming.
it's-
yeah.
yeah.
No, I do have my voice
Because
in
it's
Japanese.
It's an American number, so you would think it's
Right,
either
you-
Spanish or English, right?
Why did you do that?
But why is it in Japanese?
I really don't.
How many Japanese people do you know here?
No. You know what it is? Like when they go to voicemail, she just doesn't want to hear.
I
them.
just
Like,
I
that's
just
what
want
it is. It's
if the spam callers are calling me, I just want you to just leave.
I was like, because I was like, minasan, watashi wa. I was like, oh my god, why?
Also,
Why is this in Japanese?
To be fair, that voicemail like recording message is so old. It's literally from like 2018.
Oh my
Like,
god.
God.
It's
Oh
very old.
wait! That old?
Yeah, it's very. I haven't changed.
And you haven't changed it at all?
Jesus
I probably
Christ.
should. You know.
Yeah, you
like-
probably
I was
should.
gonna say, how often do you get a phone call and like if it's gonna be somebody who could understand that voice?
Oh, like slim to none.
Okay, so then
yeah.
why?
Yeah, why the fuck is it in
I just want to
Japanese?
turn away all the telemarketers and everyone else who's trying to spam call me from all this bullshit. Like,
You know what? I
go
understand
away.
that because when I get one of those calls that's like a machine or somebody looking for money, I start speaking Japanese too, like the little Japanese that I
Just a little
know.
bit, right?
Yeah, I mean like
You
konnichiwa.
speak Japanese.
Huh?
Took a class or
I
two.
took like 2 classes in Bergen. Yeah, so I can
one,
read it.
I only knew about one. I didn't know two.
No, I took
Two,
Japanese 1 and
yeah.
2. I took
Okay.
Japanese 1 and 2.
Alright.
So like I remember like
It's not great.
No,
but, you know,
not great,
couple.
but I can still say a few things very comfortably.
Now, me on the other hand, I can do a whole conversation.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean
we
you can
already
do
know you
you can
have
do a whole
a
conversation in like 5
resume.
languages.
I do. I speak like 8 languages. It's fine. It's fine.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Danny knows.
She speaks English, Japanese,
Japanese, Korean,
Mandarin, Korean.
Mandarin-Chinese.
See, that's why
Do you
if I
speak
go,
Cantonese? So?
Yep, some little bit.
a little bit. Okay.
My dad
That's
knows
why I
more
got to
than
take Danny across.
And
the
then
world,
she
so-
understands Spanish. She doesn't speak
I
it, but she
understand un
understands
poquito de
it.
español, pero I don't like to speak it a lot. I
Yeah.
feel embarrassed, and then also my best friend likes to
Because
clock.
you're pronouncing it wrong.
Well, no, my best friend likes to clock me because I have a very stereotypical like Puerto Rican accent. And I
Yeah.
hate when
Oh, as
people
it falls
clock me.
with it.
But
Okay.
Yeah,
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 because like my parents speak Puerto Rican, like I can't help that.
So like the R should be like cajo.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Stop.
Okay.
I do speak some Thai also. Sawadee-ka,
Oh, you speak Thai?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh shit.
And
Nice.
some Tibetan also.
Do you speak Tagalog?
A little bit.
A little
like,
bit?
not well. I can understand
That's
it better
not
than I
the
can speak it.
Filipinos.
Just-
Okay, so
Yeah.
I need you to like say all the languages you speak.
So, oh god. So
Like,
English,
go down the list.
Japanese, Korean, Mandarin, Chinese.
I was gonna say you're doing the main ones first, and
Yeah,
then work your way.
a
in.
little bit of Cantonese,
Mhm.
some Thai, some Tibetan, Native Hawaiian.
Oh really?
Olelo Hawaii. Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So that's like what,
That's-
7? That's 7
No,
languages.
that's
I say like 8+, but some of them I'm not that good with.
Okay.
Like
No,
Hawaiian, I
but
don't think
you
I
just-
could.
Yeah.
Hawaiian, I don't think I could have a full conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Like at some point, I start mixing in English,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like Spanglish. Like people like I cut
Yeah,
for
like
Spanish.
Spanglish,
Yeah, I
yeah,
do
yeah,
that with a
yeah,
lot
yeah.
of languages.
Yeah. I mean, that's
Okay.
pretty cool though. But
Yeah.
please change the fucking
Change my voice.
the
though.
voice.
Change the voicemail, please. Anyway, today's topic. So we are doing the manosphere, right? And the red pill and the misogynistic people in that space. But Colton doesn't know anything
Well,
about
I didn't
that.
know until a little while ago.
We started
We
talking about it
explained a
behind the
little bit about it,
camera
yeah.
so that he
I
can
don't
be a
know
little
about
cut
it either, if that's any concern.
Perfect. So, okay, so the manosphere. They talk about red pill and blue pill. Have you seen the movie The Matrix, right?
No.
Are you serious? Oh, wait, she's like 22, that's why.
Excuse me, I'm 23, okay?
Okay, sorry,
Oh,
23.
Don't get the age wrong.
Sorry, she's 23. No, so like in the Matrix, they one of the guys, Morpheus,
Yeah.
he gives the protagonist.
Blue pill, right?
No.
That's the option. What?
What's the name of the protagonist on the movie?
Oh,
Neo.
Neo.
He
Yeah.
gives Neo
Sorry.
like the option of a red pill, which shows him the truth of the Matrix, right? Because they live in like a computer system, and if you take the red pill, then you see reality. If you take the blue pill, then you stay in that fake world that he was living in the movie. So these people in the manosphere, they took that metaphor and applied it to dating and
And
women.
just women, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was saying earlier, like behind the camera, it's so funny to me because the movie, like the red pill and the blue pill, it's like what's that word? Like a metaphor.
Analogy.
It's
Yeah.
an analogy
Yeah.
for coming out as a transgender because the two directors of the movies,
are. Yeah.
they both came out as transgender, so they were
A
the
while
movie
ago.
exactly a long time ago. Like
Yeah.
I think
Well,
one
no,
came out
but
first.
remember, they came out with the movie. They didn't
They
do
didn't
that
come out
yet.
after the
But then
Matrix. It was,
after,
like,
like,
years
Yeah,
after.
it was
years
after years.
Like in the
It-
2010s, I think.
Yeah, but like the movie was like a way for them
I know
to talk about
to
this,
talk about
but
it.
just like in the early 2000s, you obviously couldn't talk
Right.
about this. So the
Yeah.
movie was like their way of saying it, right?
Yeah.
Until they fully transitioned in 2010. But I think one of them transitioned first and then the other one. But
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah, that's
regardless.
what it was.
So they talk about this thing, and they don't even know what like the Matrix and like what it actually means. It's so funny to me because these people obviously will never date a transgender woman, and that's literally what this thing is all about.
Let me
right?
just say also, as a transgender woman, I wouldn't date them either, though.
Exactly.
The feeling is mutual.
I
Stay the
don't-
fuck away from me.
I don't blame you, right? So they talk about how they want to go back. Well, not go back, but like they always talk about how things were better, like in the 60s and the 50s, where women will stay in the home, take care of the kids, take care of the house, and the man will go out
Right. Work
and
and
work, bring the bread and all that kind of stuff, right?
Mhm.
But like they never talk about why things were like that, right? Because in the 50s and the 60s, you can live out of one salary.
Yeah.
You didn't need to.
Oh yeah,
salary.
you didn't need
Right?
Yeah.
That
And
was
again,
perfect.
women didn't do their own thing until
Exactly.
then too, because again, when World War II happened, you're right, men went out, so who needed to
Then
bring
we
in-
started
Exactly.
working.
Right.
Then the woman
That's
started
when
working.
women started
Then we
stepping
started
up.
literally wearing pants.
Yeah,
Right.
And
exactly.
working.
And then that's when we both again
Right,
male and
because
female
because
started
because
bringing it in.
their logic goes out the window when they actually need the woman to do the work, right?
Wow,
because
yeah.
the men were dying. But not only that, it's like back in those times, there's like a lot of reports of like women that couldn't get out of those marriages because they didn't have an income. If they leave their husbands,
And a lot of these
They will
situations
be-
were abusive.
exactly,
Yeah,
and
I
it
was
was
gonna say,
abusive.
it's
Like it was not good. Like I don't know why they keep repeating the same things. It's like the 1950s and the 60s were not good in dating. Sure, they stayed together for that time, but it was because they didn't have an option.
Yeah.
Until feminism, right? And it changed things.
Mhm.
Sure, feminism now it's like completely different than what it was back then.
Yeah.
But that's because
Well,
most of
certain
the
issues
things
were solved already.
Well,
Exactly.
yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah.
most of the things, not most of the things.
It's like
but
we're not going to talk about women's rights in voting because we already have the right to vote.
exactly, they got the right to vote, they can work and all this
Yeah,
stuff,
because
right?
back then that
Yeah,
was the main
issue
thing
then,
to
yeah.
fight for.
Yeah.
Now
And
we
then
have
now it's
discrimination
just-
of sexual discrimination in the workplace,
Yeah.
sexual harassment, and now
Exactly.
this is about different things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now they bring all these points because they want to be in control. Because
Well, yeah.
when you hear them talk, it's so obvious that what they want is to have control over their partners,
Yeah.
right? Because tell me what person in this country can live out of a $40,000 salary a year, and they have the other person be at home taking care of the kids and all that.
I don't know.
I can.
Hell no.
I can.
In this
We're just
country,
lucky
it's so
enough to
fucking
like
expensive.
take care of ourselves, but if you add on, right?
Exactly.
then
If
it's
you
like,
add on a wife, if you add on a
you
kid,
you can't. No.
Imagine
Back then,
two kids.
it's like,
Yeah.
But like now, no, you
No.
can't.
exactly.
Both
So-
need to hold it down.
Exactly. And it gives the woman power, right? Because they don't have to depend on the man. And they hate it because, like I said, they want to be in control. And
Well, everybody wants to be in control.
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
there needs to be that balance of it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
yeah, but it's like, because I feel it's like because they as a person, you don't have a lot of control of things, right? You can't help where you work at, right? Because you need that money.
Oh, yeah.
You can't help where you live at because maybe you can't afford nothing else, right? So the only control that these men think they have will be over the woman, right? And it makes no sense because most of the time when they talk, it's like they want to date a kid. Not a kid, like an 18-year-old.
Well, yeah, someone that they
right?
can like manipulate.
Manipulate.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so I talked about this before. So
Yeah.
the whole Andrew Tate thing, like I
Yeah.
forgot what it was, but it was like with a younger girl, you can easily manipulate. Older, it's like they know what they're doing. Push that to the side.
Yeah.
Sort of
Mhm.
Yeah.
type of thing.
And I mean, like, I get it. Like, for women, sets, it's a little bit easier for them to get because they open up the leg for a guy is gonna do it.
Coño.
Is it true or is it not?
I was waiting for someone to step in because I didn't know how to segue into
No,
this.
no. But what I'm saying is like a woman.
I don't want them to think that we easy because we're not easy.
No. I'm not saying
If you
that
want to get into this, you gotta.
No, no,
No,
I'm not saying-
No, no.
The way you worded that was like completely off.
Okay, so let me say it again. It is a woman. It's easier for a woman to have like a sexual partner than it is for like a guy to have like sexual.
I
partner.
don't think so.
I
think-
don't believe
I
so
don't,
either.
I don't know.
Really?
I feel like it's 50-50.
Yeah,
'Cause
it
I think
definitely
it just
is.
depends
It
on the
works both
person and
ways.
how it.
Yeah.
How it
I mean,
goes.
do you know statistically speaking, men cheat faster than women?
That's not
because
true.
of, yes, it is because of the fact that you guys just do it because you can't control your wingly thingy. when we cheat and we have a sexual interaction
Yeah.
with a person, it has a lot to do with emotions.
But yeah,
It
but I'm
just,
not
doesn't,
talking.
it just doesn't have to do with us just being horny and wanting to
That's-
just
Yeah,
get it
very
in.
true.
That's
Yes,
that's
that
true,
is
but I'm
very
not
true.
talking. I'm not talking about specifically like cheating.
No, I'm not saying that, but like I'm saying, like that has a lot to do.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
that
like
whole concept of
woman,
it.
different, like,
when woman
reasons
cheat
and
is more
aspects to
emotional.
it.
Then it's I know that.
So
but
then, how are you saying that it's easier for us to just open our legs?
no, what I'm saying is when a woman wants to have sex, right?
Uh-huh.
Any guy will be yes, right? If I go to like a club, right, and be like, let's have sex, a woman is just gonna laugh on my face. A woman does that, the guy is because we're pigs. We are gonna say yes. Like
Really making us look bad here.
it's the truth. It's the truth. Like I'm not
Most, remember, we're different.
Yeah, sure.
We're different.
Sure. But what I'm saying is it's easier for a woman to have sex, right? So they can have more in a short amount of time. They can have probably more partners than a guy would have in comparison.
Having
Hold
the
it.
ability
Hold-
to maybe, but does it happen though?
No. But what I'm saying
Exactly.
exactly. That's my point. But what I'm saying is even so that is true, that doesn't mean that woman is undateable, right? Or that
Right.
that woman is only with you to because of like a transactional thing, you know?
Right.
Because
I see where you're going with this now.
because they say these men, they say, oh, since they have a lot of partners and all that stuff, like that woman it's a 3 or 4, it's a hoe, right? And you don't want to be with them, and it's like that doesn't make any sense, because just because she can have more partners than you can doesn't mean that she's not worth it of being in a relationship. But because you see a relationship as a transaction with this woman, then you thinking that, oh, she's like an old car with a lot of mileage that's not gonna last you forever. It's gonna break down. It's gonna leave you out.
They're gonna think of it as like, how many times have they been with a person and noticed that, like, okay, this person has been with like a lot of people in that a lot of time, so they're not holding somebody down.
My whole
the
issue with this is,
thing.
why are we attaching value to someone's like sexual history?
I have no idea.
Like, I really don't understand that like concept. But like for me, like I've been through it with a lot of guys. That doesn't lower my worth though, because I know my own worth, and these guys better also recognize, because I put the work in for a lot of this shit.
Yeah, but I would say, like, sometimes men do not want to be with a woman that have like a lot of partners. I will say that's true.
But then why is it okay for men?
I'm not saying it's okay for
And
men.
I was gonna say,
I
think
for a lot
both
of men,
sides.
they
they think it's okay.
Maybe I should have mentioned names, but we had a friend who had a hit list or whatever in a book. Or
Oh yeah, Thomas.
Oh well, he named
Well,
okay.
Yeah.
He name dropped.
Well,
Yeah.
So,
name dropped it anyways. So
Yeah.
now I know, because it took me a second, and I was like,
No,
oh,
yeah.
you are thinking of
Yeah.
so-and-so. Okay,
No,
Yeah,
He had like a whole
I
like
was
hit
gonna
list
say,
of all the women that he would like.
Yeah.
No,
And that shit is creepy
I
as
saw,
hell.
I saw that list, and I was like,
But there are men who believe, like out there, believe that it's a badge of honor to rack up all these women that they slept with.
Yeah, but
then,
that's the thing.
But then when it comes to a woman, we're shamed.
That's why I was like, he treated it like that, and I was just like, you've just been jumping around a lot.
Yeah.
You haven't like locked down anything, and I
mean, yeah, not
for
not
him,
for us to
I
judge,
see
but also
why
don't be
he's
attacked-
doing it
don't
his
be
way,
doing
but I
something like
don't.
that.
I can't do it like
No,
that.
I can't. And shit, what was I going with this? So, right? I'm not saying it's okay for men,
Right.
because the thing is, these people, they think that because you're a man, oh, sex is just something that we do, and it doesn't affect us the same way that affect a girl, right?
Yeah.
Because
Which is such bullshit.
which is not true.
Well, no.
It's
Which
such-
is not true. It's like sets. The more I believe, the more sets you have with different people, the less you can attach to someone when you're ready to have like a partner, right? Because
I don't necessarily agree.
you don't think so? Why?
I don't because for me, like in my own personal experience, like I've had sex with a lot of guys, but I can still like catch feelings and get attached.
I was
to
gonna
one of
say,
them, like,
you can
just as
still
easily.
have feelings
Yeah.
with other people,
Mm-hmm.
but they aren't gonna be like, if you are with somebody for a long time, there's that certain like bond that you have with that somebody that you're not gonna get with somebody you like. Let's say you just meet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, especially like for me in the dating scene, like when I sleep with a guy or whatever, like I vet them for a while. Like if you don't have the patience to keep conversation with me for at least like a few weeks to a month before we actually meet up and do something, you're not worth it, because you're just trying to get, like, I know that your target is only one thing, right? So I vet them like that. I'm like, if you're willing to talk to me about other things and are actually interested in knowing me past the body, all right, let's see where this goes. And that's why like all my situations have been like friends with benefits. It's never been like a one and done, like a one and ten or whatever. Like I consistently have like a circle of guys that I'm like, I continue to talk to, and then also hook up with, but we do things that are just not just that, right?
Yeah.
And I don't see like that's diminishing my worth or theirs.
No.
Like this is already something that's been pre-established. Also.
Yeah, but I don't. But like, I'm not talking about worth. I'm talking about like psychologically.
Yeah.
Like,
right?
why would you?
Yeah,
think
but
in that
psychologically,
manner?
I feel like that's not messing me up with a connection with anyone either, because I can lock it down real good if that vibe is there and like I feel a connection. It's not going to be difficult or in any way
Okay.
for me to like
at least for
take
me,
something seriously,
right? So at least for me, it's like I feel like the more like you have sex with like a lot of different women or a lot of different men all the time, like, because like sex is like one of the main reasons why you have a partner, right? Like sex is just as important as everything else in
Way
the
of life
relationship.
sort of thing, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, like we're not gonna sit here
I
and
know,
deny
and
it.
deny it.
Yeah, we're not gonna sit here and
It's
deny
a way
it.
of life. Everybody.
Exactly.
It definitely is.
Everybody does it in their own manner and how
Exactly,
they-
and I feel like if the more partners you have, and the more sex you have with like random people, the less important it becomes, and then you feel like you can just go ahead, even if you're in a relationship, go ahead and have sex with other people, like cheat on them, right?
I don't know, because I feel like that's definitely like. If you get the tendency to cheat on someone, there's definitely already a problem.
Oh,
with the
yeah, for sure.
relationship There,
Yeah.
and I feel like that's the moment where you need to have a discussion.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you
with
think
the
about
person.
cheating, then you know the relationship isn't going the way you
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where it's time to talk with the partner.
Yeah.
And that's the way that I would treat it if I was in a relationship and like I got the urge to cheat somehow. I'm like, wait a minute, there's something not right here.
Yeah.
Because if I'm getting this feeling and I'm with someone, this isn't the time for a discussion about like, why do I feel this is going wrong? Is there anything that you need to talk to me about me that you feel and build something? Like this is why I'm also a very big advocate for like
I'm on
couples
this, Danny.
counseling.
I'm on this.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I totally, totally, from personal experiences. Very.
She's like clenching
Let's
the
do
dice,
this,
like
let's
it's
do this.
No, because the thing is that I'm trying to say what I want to say, which Barry already knows what I'm trying to say,
Yeah.
without disclosing information.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
still try.
Yeah.
Still try.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like, like, I was in a situationship and I knew things weren't working the way I wanted them to be or the way I hoped they would.
Mm-hmm.
And I still stayed,
That's at that point where you gotta open the dialogue, right?
Yeah.
You gotta talk to your partner about this. So like,
Yeah.
that's why I hate the manosphere that are always trashing on women. Women are hoes. They don't mean it.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
Everybody's trying to figure their way around the world.
Exactly.
And not only that, it's like I was saying earlier before we started recording, it's like the woman that they speak, like this podcast, right?
Mm.
Like the podcast was where they bring all these women to talk,
to
right, on the
talk
panels,
with,
right?
Yeah.
All these women, like, they are a very specific type of woman that obviously they want to be in that LA, Miami, New York life. They're very materialistic.
It's a guy that has a lot of money and
but they're very materialistic. It's like that's not the majority
That's
of
not
women.
every woman.
No,
Like for
that's
me,
a
I don't give a
small-
fuck what
No,
your
that's like a
salary
small.
is.
No.
I don't give a fuck what your salary. As long as you can survive and I can survive with one salary, and if we're together, we can survive together. That's all that
If
matters.
you can make me happy and I make you happy, then everything works
Exactly,
out.
because a relationship is not transactional, and these people, the men and those women, they treat relationships very materialistic, very transactional. Because I'm telling you, the woman that they bring, they're very delusional. Like they be saying,
like they're looking for a sugar daddy. They ain't
Exactly.
looking for a boyfriend or a husband. They're looking for a sugar
they're
daddy.
looking for somebody to take care of them. That has the millions. And I'm like, whoa,
Which,
that's
I mean,
like,
if you can find that's what you want, you find someone who's into that too, by all means
do it. Good luck. It's gonna be very
but
hard.
just don't be painting with a broad brush.
Yeah, but at the end of
not all women.
But at the end of the day,
Definitely not, because like in my case, I'm extremely independent. Like
Yup.
you kind of get to knowing how independent I am.
I'm very independent and I'm picky with women too.
Yeah.
Like I said, I gotta vet them
I feel
out
like
before I
everybody's
let-
just picky. Like,
Yeah.
you want a specific thing. But the thing is,
yeah.
like, you'll start talking to people and you'll be more, like, open to
Well,
different...
I mean,
like,
I'm
you know what
open-minded
I
to a lot of... Listen.
I mean, because you
I
can
don't
be
think
picky.
anyone would
Because I'm
peg me to be
open-minded,
with a
but
chubby
I
guy
do
before now,
have-
right?
Wait,
I've seen
what
his
are
chubby,
you
so- Oh.
Sorry. That's good.
I said I don't think anyone would have ever pegged me to be with a chubby guy.
Yeah.
But the guy that I'm currently talking to, like he's big and tall.
Exactly, because you can be picky, but at the end of the day, you're gonna have to accommodate some of the things that you want to be with someone.
Accommodate. It's
I
just
mean,
Yeah,
your taste
have
opens up a little bit
No.
when you find someone with qualities that are
exactly because there are some
Yeah,
qualities that you want.
Because like I'm on this whole thing where like I'm saying to myself, I'm no longer going for like looks.
Mhm.
I'm going by the peace you bring into my life
Mhm.
and the comfort you bring
Yeah.
into my life.
It's all about
See,
the vibe.
I
It's
had
all
that
about the
sort of
personality.
same thing.
Yeah.
And then
But that's what I'm
changed
saying. Like
after
you
a
can
while.
be picky, but at the end of the day, you have compromise. You both have to compromise. If she or he has like 70 to 80% of the things that you want, then like that's a jackpot.
Yeah.
So in my opinion,
Oh no,
that's a
yeah,
jackpot.
definitely.
There's
I mean,
not gonna be the perfect person.
Exactly.
For
Exactly.
There's going
Exactly.
to be something that's like not met.
Exactly.
And that's fine.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
you can be picky and all that, but at the end of the day, if you want to be in a relationship, you have to be able to compromise, not just the
no,
woman,
of
but the
course.
man as
I
well.
mean, that's like
Absolutely.
the heart and core of
Yeah.
an actual healthy
Exactly.
relationship. Like,
Exactly.
if there is something that you know that you're kind of just like iffy about, you have to like balance it out and put it on the weight scale of like what weights more. If it's like the thing that you're iffy about, or all the
positive things.
all the
Yeah.
positive things
Exactly.
that like.
And whatever you're iffy about, that's again. I like to always say this is open for dialogue. It is discussion.
I was
right?
gonna
Talk
say,
to the
just
person
talk to
about
the
it.
partner.
Yeah.
And just
Because
if
you can always
just,
work something out.
Yeah.
Of course,
If you
like,
really care about the relationship and that person, that
Yeah.
much, you can always.
they
Exactly.
will always 9 out of 10 times
like,
work with you.
but now here's the thing: like, if you talk to this person about it and this person still like doesn't change, don't stay.
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
difference.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Don't
gonna
If
stay.
there's an issue
some
when you talk
people
about it
still
and they
do
haven't made an
that,
effort
and
to
that,
change
like-
the bad behavior or whatever, like,
Mhm.
why are you gonna stay to reward bad
Yeah,
behavior?
exactly.
Exactly.
You
Like,
get up and go.
Exactly.
no,
Because
like-
personally, for me, I don't got bullshit. I don't.
I
become
had to
bullshit.
say that to so many. There was like a couple people I knew that still do it, and
Mm.
like some to this day. And I'm like,
Oh,
I
no, I know one of them, right? The one that we went to his house. I'm not gonna say that, but we went to his house one time, right?
Maybe.
Yeah. He was dating the older woman.
Mario, stop trying to disclose people's ideas.
No, I'm not disclosing.
He's not disclosing.
I'm
He's trying
trying
to
to
help me.
help him to help me.
How recent was this?
Dating
Like,
an older. What is
a while
that with you
ago.
guys and
She's
dating
Asian.
older women now?
Listen, older women are great.
oh, I think
What are
I
you trying
might.
to
Starts
say?
with an N. His name.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay,
I got
cool.
it.
Here's one, okay.
I think I got it.
Okay,
I
cool,
think I
cool,
got it.
cool,
Okay,
cool.
okay.
Y'all got time for older women. I
It took
swear.
me a second. All right. I think I know. I think after we'll
Yeah, we'll talk after.
Because then I'm gonna go. Oh.
Yeah. Well, but what is it? Another thing on the talking points that they bring, right? Because the woman that they bring, I swear to God, every time I see like the episodes, all of those girls they have an
They're the
OnlyFans.
same. Yeah. Oh yeah.
They have an
Wait, so
OnlyFans.
are you going on OnlyFans and checking to see if they have OnlyFans?
No.
Oh.
They disclose. No, they disclose it. They disclose it on the podcast that
I
they're
mean,
doing.
not that there's anything wrong with being a cam girl, being an only.
No. But I'm not saying no. That's what I want to say. What I'm saying is all of them have.
They're only grabbing those specific people.
Yeah, right.
They're
Because
not grabbing your like. majority.
So then maybe they're going on OnlyFans to cast these people for these podcasts.
maybe.
They could
Maybe.
be.
Maybe.
They could.
They could just be
But this
pulling-
is
pulling
my
those
point.
off of OnlyFans
But
or
this is
something,
my
but-
point with the OnlyFans thing.
Uh-huh.
They so on this podcast, I think some of them they do it live. So they have people like the guys that they donate money, and they can read the comments, right?
Uh-huh.
And so you have a lot of guys that are like dumping on this woman and saying like bad things to this woman, right?
Yeah.
But the same woman that they're talking about that have their OnlyFans, 20 minutes or after the episode is done, they go to their OnlyFans and they subscribe and they send them money. So the same woman that they complain about,
They're paying
they're
for
paying
their content.
to see their content, right? Because at the end of the day, they wanna be able. These
Oh, yeah.
platforms,
Mhm.
these platforms, they have it so that they can dump on women and talk trash about them. But at the end of the day,
You're still
they
buying their
still
content.
Oh, yeah,
they're
you're
buying their
still- yeah.
content. Yeah,
This sounds very like, I don't know if incel is the right descriptor, but it's
I
like
think that
very,
is
like, because it's like you you have these women and you're talking trash about them because of whatever values
Yeah,
and
but you're
ideals
still
you have.
giving that.
And then in the end, because you can't get them, because now you've
Yeah,
found
because I
them,
think-
you're gonna still pay for their sex content, and you're still gonna be
Exactly,
That
because
is
at
so
the-
hypocritical.
it's so
I mean,
hypocritical because at the end of the day,
oh,
those women they look good and they still want
they
to
are
hit
bad.
it. They
They
still
are
want to
bad.
hit
They
it.
know, yeah.
It makes no sense. So
How
it's
about you
like
just become a better man so you can get one of these girls for yourself? What the
exactly.
fuck? Ooh, I
It's-
got judgment
Right?
for them. I got judgment for these men.
Right?
Mm.
It's hilarious to me to see this, and it's so
What
funny
the fuck?
because I had that idea that was happening,
Uh-huh.
but then there was another podcast where a guy, I forgot the name of the podcast. If I find that, I just put it in the description. Where one of the girls went to one of these podcasts,
Yeah.
and the guy was like tell your OnlyFans handle on the podcast, right? And then tell me how many subscribers you got after that episode was done. She's like, bet. So she did it. She put her information, and at the end of that podcast, she made like $20,000 in like hours after that.
Wow.
They
So
might
it's
be
like-
shitting on them, but they be making good money.
And she's like, oh yeah, I would definitely do this again. They don't mind, because the women don't mind that they're shitting on them, because at the end of the day, the same guys, they're paying for everything.
That's why it's yeah.
So it makes no sense to me, because these podcasts, they'll be like, oh no, we're helping men to be independent, to be...
And yet they financing this woman.
And then
to be
they're financing the
independent.
woman. And then, I don't know this for sure, but I'm 100% sure that the people that do this podcast, that is their goal, because they bring the woman know they're gonna dump on them. They probably tell them that they're gonna dump on them. So the people making the podcast, they're making money by doing the episode, making money by the people donating money to dump on those women, and then the women are also making money from the same guy that's dumping on them. So everybody's making money.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, they don't care about helping men.
Stupid.
Everybody's making enough money except the people that are putting
Except
the
the
money.
insults.
Yeah, except
Except the
viewers.
insults.
Yeah, except the viewers. Except whatever you want to call them.
Exactly. So it's like, how is it that you're helping men when you know what you're doing and you're not helping them? You're getting the money. You're getting them to spend money on you because you're here just to entertain. You don't care about them. You only care that they stay here long enough to pay you, to put money on your wallet. Yeah. And it's just like, what's going on here? Because I remember like 2018 when I first found this whole area of YouTube, they were actually helping. And then I think at some point it just became about the money.
Yeah.
It just became about the money.
Probably.
Yeah, so like I said, if you want a relationship, you have to stop thinking about it as a transactional thing, because if you keep doing that, you're not gonna find anybody. The women are not gonna find anybody, right? Because in that world, yes, if you're older than 30, most men are not gonna look at you. In that world, right? They're not gonna look at you. And
I know in real life is a different.
Exactly, in real life, but they live.
No
those men and women, they live in the delusional world, right? That's what I'm gonna call it. If the women are past 25, those men that are like the 1 or 2% that they make that kind of money, they're not gonna look at you, right? So, like I said, if it's a transaction, and the men that are looking for those women are not gonna be with them for love. They're just gonna be with them because you're paying for everything that they have. It's like Leonardo DiCaprio, right? Like he has a girlfriend.
He's another one that always goes for like these young girls.
Yeah.
I was gonna say he does that.
Right, he does that, right? He has a younger girlfriend.
It's like both, but just more so, you know.
Yeah. But for some reason, it's more acceptable for him. I don't know why, but it is.
Because he's a charming man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And he's a celebrity, I guess. Because these people on YouTube, they think they're celebrities, but they're really not celebrities. So they think they can get away like he does, but at the end of the day, they can't. Because also, Leo DiCaprio doesn't care what people say because he's dating them, he's providing them, and then when he's done, just let them go. And that's it.
Yeah.
But these people, they don't want to let go and just want to keep dumping on them.
Oh my god.
It's so fucking funny to me. I don't understand. I honestly do not understand these people.
I don't either. It makes my brain hurt to think about this.
Yeah.
Especially now that you brought that point up about like
Yeah.
them being featured on there, but then they're still ending up making the OnlyFans girls or whatever that they make more money.
Yeah.
It's like it feels grimy to me. That why are you being so hypocritical for the camera? And then
because it gives them money. Because at the end of the day, they're just doing a show. They don't really care about. They don't care about the viewers. They only care about.
But someone
the money
like me,
they
I
make.
will not sit through and watch that.
Oh
kind of
my
trash.
god, no! I
watch.
watch those things because I wanted to make like a video about it, but I'd rather just do it like on a podcast type of thing. But I kept watching a lot of videos, and I'm just like, bro, like
it's so toxic.
If you have common sense, you will see right through the BS. You will see right through the BS. That's why I think the majority of of their audience are either teenagers with a lot of money,
Yeah.
or men that are our age,
That are just.
but their incels or just have like really bad luck with women and they're just angry at women.
I know they're just they're.
Yeah. And trust me, we can see those people
Yeah.
walking around in real life and shit.
But then at the end of the day, they still pay for their content. So it's like, dude, if you're not gonna respect yourself, what are we doing?
It's men do better. Just do better, please.
Yeah.
We just need to just balance. Just
Yeah.
work it out.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't want to keep talking about this. I feel like I already said everything.
I think we've pretty much
a chair
covered
is
it
gonna
pretty
be thrown
well.
at
Yeah.
What?
A chair is gonna be thrown somewhere. Like just a chair, desk, everything just starts coming down.
Anything you want to say before we finish, Elizabeth?
No.
She's so done with
We're
it.
She's
all
so
over
done.
this
She's
topic.
done with it. She's so
It's
done with
feeling
it.
the rage.
I was over it like we were like 15 minutes.
Are you serious, Diablo?
Like I'm tired already.
I don't blame you,
I
girl.
need a nap.
don't
I
blame
I
you.
just can't believe this is still a thing to like just talk about. Like it's still
Yeah.
like
because
a-
so much has been, and even big names are coming out with this kind of bullshit. Like I'm pretty sure, I saw somewhere on Twitter that Elon Musk is like
Seriously?
spewing this same kind of views and shit. It's so
But
annoying.
again, that's like it's
Okay, but this
It's
is an
Musk we're
influential.
talking
This is
about.
an
Yeah, but
influential man with
he's
money,
known to,
though.
like-
Like he's massaging the brains of these poor little incels.
Yeah, I mean, but also like these people that they do this podcast, they are very conservative men,
Yeah.
and they bring a lot of those conservative
views.
values and all
Yeah.
things. So the even people that may not know what the manosphere is, they still agree to some of the points because that's the way they conduct their lives. So
Yeah.
I understand,
Unfortunately.
I understand why like there's more people, like celebrities, or
doing
that
it,
still
following
hearing and doing the same thing that they're talking about. But like I said, at the end of the day, those people, they're all just gonna be miserable.
That's true.
Yeah.
That there. I mean, Elon Musk's his ex-wife like left him high and dry.
High and dry.
Good
Well,
for you,
he
girl.
had a
Good for you,
few,
girl.
and they.
No, but the most recent one.
Yeah, I
was-
know the
yeah.
yeah.
The
Good-
gothic
good-
look.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Grimes,
good for you, girl. You got out of a sticky seat.
Okay, so this is we're gonna cut it right here. Thank you for watching again. Come back for the next
We'll see you in
episode.
the next episode.
We'll see you next.